the Balls My Court podcast. Cortez Followers here. Got Kevin Carter over Skype. Kevin, how's it going today, brother?
It's going good. It's a little chilly up here, a little dreary in Jacksonville, but overall, good times. Good times.
Yeah, there's a little overcast over here. I'm just laying on the couch and see the look. It's kind of getting dark outside, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's almost time for it to get dark now, with it being 4:00 already, with this stupid time change that I hate. I'm like, let's keep it at one thing to where it stays light till 7:00 and we'll be fine with it. But no, it's just been a dreary day. I think we got a front coming through. So yesterday it was so pretty and 81 degrees outside. Yeah. But now it's much like the Jaguars season, dark.
Hey, once it started raining, I knew it was gonna cool down a little bit. I don't know if y'all got any rain last night.
Oh yeah, we got a thunderstorm that hit over the house, but you know how it is. 10 minutes and then it's gone.
Yeah. I'm about to say, man, how was your Thanksgiving? I know your wife cooked some sweets, like you said.
It was very good. Her cookies got ate faster than you can even blink at it.
Right.
Yeah, as soon as they tasted one, it got ate. Turkey was amazing. We actually had a whole turkey left over, so we ate it for like 3 days afterwards. And it's that good turkey. The way you walk by it, you have to grab a piece whether you're hungry or not.
Right.
So every time I walked by, I was like, "Oh, turkey! Ooh, turkey!"
Oh man, yeah.
It was. We had a good time. All the family was here. Got to hang out with everybody for a little bit. Probably going to do it again here in next 13 days. Yeah. 13 days. We'll have everybody back over at the house for Christmas Eve. So yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, man, had some good food. I had mom called me.
You went to Mama's house.
Yeah.
Because you.
I ain't got nothing going on. I went over there, and funny story. We was so usually we have our neighbor kind of deep fry the turkey for us.
Yeah.
He was so pissed drunk that he came in the house and was like, and I was like, what up, Bird? That's his nickname. What up, Bird? And he was like, who are you? I said, I'm Cortez, bro. And then he just looked, and he was just so drunk, he walked back out the house. Mom was like, man, he supposed to fry the turkey for us. I'm like, well, he done up and left, Mom. I said, he's drunk. So she's trying to call me.
The only turkey that man is doing today is wild turkey, bro.
Exactly. So she tried to call him, and he just didn't come here what was going on. And then he come back, and he was like, where Big Kev at? You know, Kev was like, he ain't here. Oh, he got my alcohol. He just forgot that he was supposed to fry my mom turkey, so my mom was pissed about it and put in the oven, so I didn't get a chance to eat no turkey, but I got to eat everything else, so because I had to go to work. So
only turkey that man was dealing with was wild, baby.
Yeah, he was skunk piss drunk, I must say. So I was kind of bummed I didn't get any turkey, but nonetheless, I got everything else.
You were having a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. She like, I'm sorry you can't get no turkey. Like, it's all good. I said I gotta go to work here anyways and prepare for
that'll make you sleep
and everything like that. It was the first Thanksgiving I worked in like a few years, man. Yeah, because I ain't working Thanksgiving at Johnstone either. So that was like the first Thanksgiving I worked.
You didn't work when you were here. You were usually at our house.
Yeah, I mean, luckily we got Christmas off for Walmart. They did get me off, I think, for Christmas, so I guess we'll be all right with that. But a little funny story I just want to tell you about Bird. Bird just forgot about how ironic his nickname is Bird. He was supposed to fry the bird for us, so and then it just didn't happen.
Bird said Bird.
So I'm sure my mom, he probably came by the next day and probably apologized to my mom and everything like that.
He probably caught the turkey the next day and was like, here's your turkey. And he was like, you're a day late, man. Oh,
pretty much. No, he does it for a few neighbors, like including my mom. So I know he'll go over there and deep fry the turkey and my mom prepped for it and she thought she was gonna cook it and he didn't do it, so because he was drunk. So Funny story, man. I didn't get any turkey, but the rest of my family got turkey, and they just had to wait a little bit longer. So,
I plenty for the both of us.
Thank you. So. My dad was pretty much laughing at the whole time. He's like, "Yeah, that dude piss drunk, man." Nonetheless, good football, all that stuff. Hey, man, it's always a good time. I just want to tell that little funny story, man, about Thanksgiving. I had to laugh with that. So, hey, you just deal with Thanksgiving in my neck of the woods over here in Polk County. So, oh boy.
Actually, it's not called Thanksgiving over there, though, ain't it? It's like called Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, something like that.
It's Thanksgiving.
Hey, it's something, man.
That's how that drunk guy was saying it. Thanksgiving.
Hey, that's exactly.
Completely forgot Ainge was there. He was just tanked.
I'm pretty sure he enjoyed leftovers the next day because he didn't get a plate that day. So.
He didn't even know what was going on.
I know what's going on. Oh God! All right, man. Let's review some of the games that happened. We can go all day about bad Thanksgiving stories, but all right. So I'm just gonna do the top 25 games that were played. So the first one we can talk about that was really close for a minute, and then it just kind of. Well, they took over. Ohio State against Wisconsin. Final score ended up being 34-21. What do you thought about that game overall, man? Because initially Wisconsin came out swinging.
Wisconsin came out slinging the ball all over the place. And that was the key for Wisconsin. They needed to throw the ball early on and then try to establish the run later or try to at least throw it to open up the run. But once Ohio State, the depth on Ohio State took over. Wisconsin don't really have a lot of depth on the defensive side of the ball, right. And once Ohio State got them tired and rolling, and then it was just on from there. Ohio State was going to own it, and then they did get them in passing situations, and that was able to. Even though you got a bunch of corn-fed white boys on Wisconsin on that line, some big horses.
Yeah.
That speed on the Ohio State line just took over.
Yeah.
Even though Young has been like a non-factor in the last couple of games, he still draws enough attention that it opened it up for everybody else.
Yeah. Now, in this show, I saw the score. I was like, yeah, didn't this happen last time when they played early in the year that Wisconsin got to a big lead and they just came back? So I don't know what was happening. And so yeah, with that, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, they came out throwing, which is what you have to do early in the game to try to establish something. But then once coming out of halftime, Ohio State made that adjustment.
Right.
What the heck is going on?
My mom keep calling me, and she don't know I'm in the podcast. But keep going. I'm happy to
tell just text her and be like, "I'll call you back."
Yep. So
be like, "Did you send me any turkey?" But no, they Ohio State just took over, used their depth, and they ended up just walking away with it.
Right.
But looking back, is Georgia kicking themselves for sticking with Fromm and letting this dude go? Because that Justin Fields has looked phenomenal this year.
Yeah.
And you kept Fromm so you could let this kid go. And I know different systems and everything like that, but still, Justin Fields has looked really, really good this year.
Yeah, it looked great. Now, speaking of, since I like that transition you just put into there, that was a wonderful place, by the way, sir.
I know.
The Georgia LSU game, on the other hand, was just, well, LSU just dominated from start to finish.
It was terrible. Georgia, mind you, Georgia had guys hurt, guys suspended for the first half. I didn't care if they were full strength. LSU was going to dominate it because Georgia is, what did I tell you before? Georgia is not the fourth-ranked team, nor should they have ever been the fourth-ranked team in the playoffs. Never. And then I heard tell that they were debating between Oklahoma and Georgia for the fourth spot. Georgia shouldn't even be 5 right now. Georgia lost to South Carolina. I will repeat. Georgia lost to South Carolina. And was a couple of bad calls away from not beating the Florida Gators. So don't even get me started that you were arguing between Oklahoma and Georgia as being the 4th-ranked team in the country. Because guess what? You put them at 4, Ohio State will cremate them. Not even close. Ohio State would run up and down the field on Georgia because Georgia is way overrated.
Well, they just would have had a rematch again in the playoffs. So, I mean, that would have been the point.
Yeah, you didn't want them there anyway. But anyway, any of those teams would have ran it on Georgia. This game would have been a lot better if Florida would have been in.
Yeah, it would have definitely made it more interesting.
Well, Florida was hitting on all cylinders on their offensive side of the ball, and the defense was getting healthy. Remember, the defense wasn't healthy against LSU.
Right.
Not even close to being healthy. And the offense wasn't making the strides that it is now, even though they put up what? They had the lead on LSU going into the 4th quarter.
Right.
So this team, it would have been a lot different this time around because Florida was gaining their footing. We just picked the bad time to play our worst game of the season against Georgia because we should have beat Georgia. But when things don't go your way, things just really don't go your way. You know, like balls hitting the ground and people saying they caught them. Yeah, crazy. But yeah, but Georgia to me is just overrated, and and how people still wanted to put them. And they put them at 5.
Mm-hmm.
They put them at 5. I'm like, come on, get out of here. They're not even close to the 5th best team in the country, and they're probably going to get white waxed in the freaking Sugar Bowl.
Oh boy! Speaking of Oklahoma, that's in there. They edged Baylor in overtime, 23-30. You get a chance to watch a bit of that game?
I watched all of these games because that one was at noon. Then you had the Georgia game, which I didn't watch all of it because by halftime that game was over. and then I watched the Ohio State game for a little bit until they came back, and then that game was over. Because what I was hoping for was total chaos. I was hoping that Ohio State would lose, that Baylor would have won. I was hoping for complete and utter chaos. That things would have just went nutso, but didn't happen.
Nah, it's kind of went like as you expected, pretty much, or what was expected.
Yeah, I thought Baylor may beat Oklahoma. And if Baylor would have won, Baylor would have got in. I was kind of thinking that would happen. But when Oklahoma started going, I was like, okay. And then when they got into overtime, as soon as Oklahoma scored, I said, Baylor ain't going to score again.
Right.
And I was like, that young dude, all they're going to do is blitz him all 4 downs. They have to try to make them score a touchdown. Sure enough, it was blitz, 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 blitz. I was like, yep, that's it. I said, that's what you do against a freshman when you putting them off the game ice cold. Just blitz it. They let it get away with some stuff, though, early in the game to tie it up. But once they were in overtime, I said, yeah, Oklahoma's about to bring everybody. They even brought the freaking boomer schooner after his ass.
Oh, man. Then looking at some of these other games here, you mentioned that you looking at Clemson, they just ran over Virginia.
Oh yeah, that wasn't even be close. And then I look at the Orange Bowl game and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, we really got to play Virginia.
While I say that, man, we'll go into depth with that, which